Hey Scorpios, welcome to your ex spread. That means if you're not interested in your ex, you shouldn't be on this video, and I don't want to hear any comments about you don't want your ex back. Don't watch this video because it's about an ex spread. So if you do want to hear what's going on with your ex, or you want your ex back, or you want to know what's going on in the connection, this spread's for you. Welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. It really does start with yourself. If you are commenting and saying to people because of ego, I don't want my ex back, then it takes longer for your ex to come back. So yeah, just be honest with yourself. So these readings was inspired by a sub commenting. Okay, so it's worth waiting for. It is safe for you to love Scorpio. I know you guys think, nope, because every time I fall in love, I fall in deep and, they go away. And that's codependency, right? That's exactly what we're talking about here. That fear that, loving somebody else because we make them our world. That's codependency. We make them responsible for our happiness and things like that. So it's conditional love if we think that the only way we can love somebody is if they're with us, if they're doing what we say and things like that. That's got conditions and it's codependency. As well as other addictions can be affecting your romantic life with your ex. So they might have addictions to anything. We know addictions can come in many forms. But here it's saying divine timing is at work in your love life here. It's definitely worth the wait because we want them to grow. We want them to be growing with us. We want them to let go of codependency and addiction issues, right? We don't want the same thing to happen. We can't expect the same relationship to play out with a different ending. So we need change, right? So open your heart to giving and receiving the highest energy of all, okay? Because a lot of the time you can give and you want to nurture somebody and you want to look after them and feel like, I know they're doing it the wrong way, and it's hard to watch people doing it the wrong way, right? It's frustrating, like watching your kids run down the street and you say, stop, you're going to fall, and they fall and hurt themselves. We can't control everything. But we need to open up our heart chakra here. So you need some work on your heart chakra that, you need to be able to receive love as well, because that's what you really crave. You want to be loved, and you spend most of your time giving love, but not receiving it, because maybe you have to learn how to receive love, okay? Maybe you haven't received love that well throughout your life. So maybe that's your lesson there. Maybe you're addicted to giving love and nurturing people and then drowning people with your scorpion watery fabulousness. And then you become dependent on them and you want them to, drown with you. You've dragged them down with the death card and you're saying, come on, you can survive down here. It's lovely. And not many people can survive down there in your love, okay? So you've got to understand that as well. It's definitely worth waiting for your ex if this reading ends up resonating with you. But like I said, I do personal readings, and that information will be in the description box along with what decks of cards I use. Okay, the Fool, right? It's like a whole new beginning you need with this ex. You don't want to go back to how the relationship was. We remember magical times and things like that. But you can't expect to do the same thing and get a different outcome. It won't happen. So you're at the beginning of a spiritual lesson here, at the beginning of a relationship when this comes back around, okay? And you have to jump. You have to trust that, it is safe to love and, open yourself up. And yes, that does mean, okay, maybe you'll fall. Maybe you'll be caught here. That's the chance that you have to take to really get into a love that's, worth it. And great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, learning to be strong on your own and grow on your own is just as important as being in a relationship. I feel like, it's time maybe you focus on business and money or something like that. While you're waiting for this person to return, you don't have to, maybe just focus on, okay, well, I'm single, or I need to find somebody. You don't. Somebody will find you, or, the right people are drawn to you. Maybe you do have to focus on, yourself right now and treat yourself nice, buy yourself some new clothes here, really take the time to grow and find who you are after this person, because you will have changed while you was with that person. You'll have been a different person before you met that person, and you're a different person after, because we're constantly growing. Okay, so I see that you've grown, and I see that, get to know your new self. You could be working out at the gym here, maybe eating better, get yourself some new clothes for your new body even, right? But understand what it is you like now as this new person. And, make good use of that time that we spend alone here. You don't have to worry about being alone. It'll be worth it. You'll be happy and things like that. The moon. So this is a deep spiritual connection you have to this person, really deep feelings for them. I get it. You probably even, talk to them psychically or experience strange things happening to you around the full moon. They do too, okay? It's like exposing. You might start getting emotional and things like that, and you could be feeling fantastic one day, then it's a full moon and you're crying and you're like, where is that coming from? And then you realize, oh, it was a full moon. You can't expect the full moon not to affect you when 90% of our body is fluid. The moon affects the tides. So, yeah, I feel like, that really has an effect on you and your ex. So it could feel like, you feel closer to them at this time. I think we just had the full moon 2 days ago. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so there will be a committed offer once you have this foundation to stand on yourself, and they have a foundation to stand on their self. So, grown individually. Because a lot of soulmates do have separate paths, as well as together. So when you both stand very strong on your own foundation, then you can't be knocked off it again. You can't be hurt by something again, okay? So this is why it is very important to stand on your own and build your own foundation and grow individually. So when that has happened, there's like this offer of commitment coming that you're not seeing yet, because it's next to the moon here. So it's something you're not seeing yet, but it will be brought into the light, okay? The moon reveals things to us, like our emotions, our feelings. Maybe we didn't know we had that built up anger within us, and we're like, where's that come from? Or that built up tension and things like that. The Magician. So it's definitely, in the works, if you like. If you can imagine the universe as a big mixing bowl, it's definitely being made and put together for you, okay? This will happen. It's manifesting here. You have all the tools that you need to be able to grow by yourself and to make a strong foundation by yourself. You don't need somebody else there. If you believe that, you need somebody else with you, then that's codependency, and that's the issue that you're trying to get rid of, to remove the blockages so that you and this person can come back together here. The Strength card, wonderful. And this is saying, look, you do have the strength that it takes to get through the time alone, the times when maybe you feel lonely because of the moon, or your emotions come to the surface. They make you who you are. Everything you've been through has made you stronger and who you are, right? So it's saying you have the strength to get through this and to be able to fight through, when your mind is telling you no and your heart is telling you yes. And, it's just like you have the ability to control those feelings within you and get a hold of your emotions. And I feel like, as we're heading into the second half of June, Cancer season, with the moon there, the emotions will run high, and you have the strength to get through this, so know that. And it's saying to you, use what's your superpower. Use your emotions to guide you, but don't let them rule you. So don't have these outbursts at the moon, when we all of a sudden can burst into tears or in anger at somebody, and project onto other people. Have the ability to control that there with the Strength card. I always say, act, don't react. The Chariot, and taking this new approach will bring you that success that you look for. It's like somewhere down the line here, it looks like it's heading towards Leo season, that you might get into the Chariot together and meet up again here, okay? So I always say to people, look, don't take people back during the retrograde. Communication is terrible, but I wouldn't be surprised if they start coming back during Cancer season, and things start happening towards Leo season. You start getting back together then and see an offer of commitment being made. But that's for people who are in this Nine of Pentacles, who are happy and grown and growing, and they understand they want their ex. And they're not saying anything else. They're not letting their ego get the better of them. They understand it's safe to love, and they're not being codependent. They're quite happy individually, knowing that, they have their own unique path to follow. Queen of Cups, here you are. Cancer season is going to be very tough for most signs, but like I said, use your intuition to guide you through it. It's going to be a whirlwind of emotions. It really drowns us all, doesn't it, going deep and things like that into our feelings. So I would expect, you to be in your feelings, maybe questioning within yourself, like, do I want love? Does somebody love me? Have I ever been loved? Did they ever love me? And things like that can start to creep up, and that's the Strength card. Once that starts happening, just straight away, just be like, of course, I'm lovable, But the Queen of Cups is a nurturing love. So it's like, maybe you have to work on your relationship with your mother while single, or a parent, because, we have these other issues that, we work through. Maybe you're dependent on maybe a parent for money, and you have to figure that out while, you're single and separate and building your own foundation to step on here in order to go towards your soulmate. But I feel like this is a love offer coming here. Six of Swords, look at that. That's beautiful. That's getting back that self-confidence and confidence in your connection, that, what's meant for me will never pass me by. We're going to be together, and, things like that. If you're thinking that way, very positively, focusing on self, growth, strength, uniqueness, success, then I feel like you'll get through Cancer season easier than most. The beginning of it might be rough, because we usually have, the troubled waters in the Six of Swords, but, we soon move to smoother roads ahead. And that's why, it's very important to just remember how strong you are. Four of Pentacles. I often tell people about letting go, and they often say to me, how do I get my ex back? And I say, let go of them. Holding on to them is this codependency, because you're scared to jump with the Fool card. You're scared that things will never be the same. And once you, have passed that stage where things aren't the same, but they're better, you question, why did I hang on so tight in the first place? So this is like holding on to your ex, and your ex holding on to you, but being able to build a strong foundation. I mean, look at her. She's happily on her own here. You know, she doesn't look like she's holding on too tight to me. And again, we can see the moon here creeping in the window. So I feel like the moon will probably reveal to you that, oh my gosh, I still love my ex. You might start thinking about them and they're coming to your mind. Mercury is going retrograde as well during Cancer season. So it's not surprising, okay? They haven't let go of you either. This could be an earth sign, a Leo, a water sign here, Cancer indicated here, Aries with the Fool, Scorpio with the Magician here, but all the signs will generally come out. But, you know, once you've worked on yourself and love yourself and realize you are lovable and it's safe to love and, you know, you don't need another person to feel this good, you can, you know, feel this good alone. That's when the ex comes rolling back in. When you realize, you know, you can just let go and that they'll just come to you. They'll, you know, they really will just come to you here with this offer of this new beginning. Now you're stronger. Now you're looking good. Took yourself to the gym. Good luck, guys.